Oh man, you know I'm excited because today I'm doing a Kolsch. Welcome back to Crafty Coaster. Today I am doing a Kolsch, and you all know that Kolsch's just hit me where I live. Um, this Kolsch was given to me by Boxing Bear Brewing right here in New Mexico, and it's called the New Mexi-Kölsch. It is something I've been holding off on because, anticipation and all that sort of stuff has just been building with me to drink this. So here we are. I hope you enjoy. I know I am. So this is done by Boxing Bear Brewing Company. They're located in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it's called the New Mexi-Kölsch. It is a 4.6 ABV, and it says no IBUs. It has 212 ratings, and it is a 3.78 on the out of 5 on the Untapped website. So this one should be good. So here we go on what Untapped has to say about it. And I've noticed that they just copy what Boxing Bear or whatever brewery has to say about it. So here we go. This is a light, thirst-quenching ale that has a crisp flavor and finish of a lager. A clean, light malt profile paired with just the right amount of traditional German hops to make it the perfect companion for backyard camping and general enjoyment in the land of enchantment. So that makes my mouth water. Just the whole light beer, not lager thought of a beer is something that has always intrigued me. And I'll tell you a little story here in a little bit. But first, let's get this bad boy in the glass. So open it up. No smoke, no head, and I'm not smelling anything. I'm going to guess highly carbonated and straw color. Wow, that is straw-like to no end. Very, very light. I'm getting no aroma from a distance. Very carbonated, huge head. And the carbonation just keeps coming. It is the lightest of the light. And yes, there's more in here. So take a look at that. It is so beautifully light. Carbonation just rises to the top. Gave me a one finger head. Very white, very spongy. It has these huge holes where the bubbles are popping at the top. It is just a beautiful beer. Again, I'm not smelling anything. The aromas don't punch you in the face. So that to me is interesting because I've had a handful of Kolsch's that do, and I'll tell you about that in a second. Let's just take our first whiff. Light citrusy, hoppy notes come through. I mean, you got to get right down in it to smell it. And nothing in your face. Just clean, clear, light hops, very extremely light citrus notes. So let's give her a drink. Little bit of tingle on the tongue from the carbonation. Smooth, almost honey flavor. Almost like a honey citrus flavor. but very, very faint, very refreshing. That bad boy is amazing. And yes, I'm a Kölsch guy, okay? I don't care what I've drank in the past. Kölsches will always have a special place in my heart. And this one is within the top 2. And let me tell you about the number 1 Kölsch. And mostly that has to do with why and where I was introduced to it. So I had a buddy that I used to travel with. And there is a place in Arkansas where he took me. It is Brickyard. I can't remember the exact name, but I've done a video on it. And they have one called the Old King Kölsch. This reminds me a lot of that beer. That Kölsch was the first beer that I tasted that really got me drawn into what craft beer was like. Before then, I drank that silver can beer. I drank all those other cheap light beers, like Michelob Ultra. And I still occasionally drink a Michelob Ultra when I'm traveling, just because that's kind of a homey, back in the day kind of feeling. So, being that the Kölsch was the first beer that was craft made, and it really intrigued me. And I went back 3 days in a row, not to eat the meals there, but to drink a beer, the Old King Kölsch, and then move on the rest of my evening to go find something to eat. It placed a special part of my heart into a Kölsch beer. It is simple, it is clean, it is refreshing, it is tasty. And that's why Kölsch has always had that special place for me. This Boxing Bear New Mexi-Kölsch is really, really, really close to that first Kölsch I had. And I have to admit something, I have had this beer before. And yes, it is one of those things that I will sit down and drink over and over and over. At 4.6, it's crushable. It's great. Personally, pairing this with some sort of barbecue, you get that greasy, heavy, saucy taste of barbecue, be it ribs or chicken or whatever barbecue you have. This is a clean, cleansing, refreshing part of that meal. So, and yes, I tried that. I've had many barbecued ribs and a Kölsch, and it is, to me, one of the best tastes in the world. It's one of those spiritual things. So if you ever get a chance, come down and try the New Mexi-Kölsch by Boxing Bear. So the head is depleted on this one now. It's been sitting here. I'm sure I've been talking for at least 5 minutes. But I really, really wanted to get across to you how clean and crisp and such a perfect entry-level beer the Kölsch is. I mean, I don't have any offensive after that bitterness. It's just a good beer. And you can have your friends that aren't craft beer drinkers fall in love with this, especially if they're like Bud Light or Michelob Ultra. That bad boy right there can definitely draw them into that craft area. So this is starting to warm up just a bit. The carbonation is slowing down. It has that nice, wonderful, light hops, light citrus note to it, almost a honey citrus note to it. So it's a sweet citrus. Almost, to me, it's almost a strawberry, which, just a little hint, I found that Kölsch and strawberries like really mix for dessert. So here we go. It's just a clean beer. I don't know how else to explain it. If you've never sat down and had a good clean Kölsch, try it. It's not an in-your-face beer. It's not a hoppy IPA. It's none of the craziness that most people think of as craft beer. It is just beer done right. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope I can get across what I'm trying to let you guys know. I would suggest at any point going out and get a new Mexi-Kölsch from Boxing Bear. It is an amazing beer. I know it hasn't been out very long on the market in cans. Just do yourself a favor. Go out and get a new Mexi-Kölsch. Give it a shot. Especially if you're afraid of craft beers. Because this bad boy is worth it. All right. So again, guys, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Your interaction with this video and this beer is what makes this channel grow. And if you want to see more of what I'm doing here for now, that's how you've got to let me know. And hopefully when all this stay-at-home orders are over, I'm going to be back out on the town and I'm going to show you what New Mexico craft breweries are like and the New Mexico food industry and what they have to offer for you too. And maybe you could put this on your next beer vacation. All right? So, till next time, it's been nice talking to you, and cheers.